We get all of our thoughts out before the live.
I mean,
we just sign in. All right, we're done, everyone.
We're done. Bye.
We've been talking for the last 30 minutes. You guys have a nice night.
Y'all weren't here for it, but it's fine.
Jen, I've been keeping my eye out for you for that London phone booth thing.
The one in the back, is that behind you? I think I could see it. I saw the corner of it. As soon as you said it, I was like, I see red in the background. It's phone booth.
Dad made fun of me because this was the first piece of furniture I bought for my house. He said, "You don't have a couch, but you bought a bookcase." Okay.
You brought,
priorities.
You brought the
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I can sit on the ground. My books deserve better.
My books deserve a case, sir. Well, hello, everyone. Tonight we were talking about Stay Hidden by Julie and Lindsey. Book number four in Heartland Heroes series. We have Gina and Cruz. That's what I just got to refresh. You literally just said it before the live, Jen, but I have to refresh their names because
all you need to remember is that the next book is going to be the best one. I have a feeling that Knox is just going to be super, super fantastic. I just have to say.
I've got that same feeling. It's going to be great.
Thank you, Erin. See, we're on the same wavelength.
Your husband's going to be so great.
I mean, I don't know who she's going to have for the love interest, but I have a feeling this female character is going to be just the best.
Yeah.
The bee's knees. Hi, Lady Val. Hello, Liz. Finished on time. Love it. Hello, Heather from Columbus, Ohio. I don't know where that is in regards to Kent, Ohio, but I'm sure you live in the same state as Julie, which is I'm jealous now.
I don't know. I was gonna say close-ish, but I'm trying to think of where my cousin lives, and I'm like, I don't know where she said. She just said it's close to Julie, so that's all I know. So when I go visit her, I'll visit Julie. So Nicole, I'm gonna pack you in my bag one day, okay?
Yay, let's do it. Middle of the state. Okay.
Okay.
Means nothing to me, but thanks. Geography is not my strong suit.
I tried. Oh my gosh. If you ever want to feel like the stupidest you'll ever feel, look at them, have someone give you a state and try and name the capital, because it's fucking rocket science at this point.
It's rocket science.
At one point I was like, that's the name of a city? Like, that's not the, because you in your mind, like, after, oh my gosh, my brain is just like scrambled. But I promise I have had no alcohol. It's just water in my cup. But I thought it was fun one day that I was trying to find a city and I didn't want to pull up my phone. So I have a map and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just get out this atlas that I have. And then I started looking at other states. And you always
atlas?
think, yeah.
Like a physical one?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's great.
My parents always keep one in the car. Always.
Oh, it's this one. Hold on.
Just in case.
Heather, I'm doubly jealous that you just saw her this weekend.
This, when I was a kid, I had it. I always had
atlas.
it. That's all you need to feel stupid, okay? But I was looking at this and I started naming states, and I would think of a city that's a popular city, but is 100% not the capital. And then I was just like, I literally made flashcards, and I'm like, I'm going to learn these states. I know that I'm no longer in school, but I need to know. But let's look up where Columbus is, because I know that that's one of the bigger cities. Hold on.
Hi, Cache.
Hi.
Okay. So I might have to put this sideways because I don't know how it's going to point to. This is Ohio.
Thank God. Okay. I did not think Ohio was there. I did not think Ohio was there.
Yeah. Okay, that's the other thing. I was looking at the map and I was like, there's no way that state is there. How could that be?
Ohio was there. I thought it was like more like mid-north.
Midwest, like in the middle. Same thing. Like I was looking at some states and I'm like, there's no way that that's been there. Like, how stupid could I have been?
When did Ohio move? This is not okay.
So yeah,
Oh my God.
so it's my goal at some point to be able to place on a map where the states are and the cities. Don't ask me, I'm not that good right now. But I did that like just once. I was looking for something and I
love
felt
those.
so stupid.
I love those one things where people try to guess the states, so like they write it in. Oh my God. I died laughing. I was like, I would not be able to, not at all. Like I wouldn't be able to.
Me too.
I'm like, where? Midwest. And like you're getting on the east. You're mid-east. That's where you are.
This is the Midwest down the middle of the thing. Ohio is over here towards the east. Come on, guys.
I don't understand. That's what, oh my gosh. Largest city. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, an hour or two from Kent. Okay.
Exactly.
West Coast
Yeah.
people. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
Seriously, had no idea.
Sorry, guys.
Oh my gosh. It's like, thank you for that. That was amazing.
I mean, we talk about a book.
It's in an Eastern time zone and everything. It's true. I swear by Oklahoma, Canada.
They are in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Ever since Nicole shared this video with me, I can't unhear it. How is Arkansas called Arkansas and not Arkansas? Like that blew my mind. I was like, no, that's not. And then I looked at the spelling and I go, oh shit, it is. The things I learned.
Oh my God. I probably watched that when I first saw that video. I watched it like 20 times in a row and I was dying laughing. I'm like, that's so true.
Yeah.
Why is it not called Arkansas?
Why is the English language the way it is? They make it difficult for no reason.
I already thought.
Maybe it is one of my ancestors that tried to make it fancy. Who knows? I say words instead of Gina is Janae in this book.
That's funny. My text to speech was pronouncing it as Jenna.
Oh, really?
And when every time PI came up, it said pie.
Yeah.
That's
oh
awesome.
my gosh.
I was dying every single time. I was like, oh my God, I can't.
Oh, it was.
My grandpa was born in. Oh.
That's awesome.
Okay.
See, they have their stuff together.
They have it together.
All right,
anyway,
book.
okay.
Sorry.
And that's, again, yeah,
No,
like your geography lesson brought to you by Who Picked This Book Club.
Maybe that's what we should do. We'll do every week now that we're going to go on a 2-week hiatus. First of all, does it feel like a week has passed since our last live, or does it feel like a whole year has gone by? Because I swear to God, it has not been 7 days.
It's felt like a couple days to me. That's
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
that's just
Like a
me.
week. It felt like a week. It's going to feel like a year to our next meeting because we're not meeting until December.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Julie. Oh, nice.
Thanks for
I
joining
can't
us.
multitask to save my life. I don't have that.
She has to be the queen of multitasking to be able to do everything that she does. So
Julie should just be the queen of the U.S. Let's just be real. She's got
the queen
everything
of the
down.
universe.
Universe, yeah. Yes.
Fun with flags.
We'll have a new little slide thing for the first 5 minutes.
To refresh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Stay hidden. The book. Stay hidden. So Gina, she's on the run from her very abusive ex-boyfriend, and she's also pregnant. Also, let's just say the model on this book does not look pregnant, but that's neither here nor there.
It's supposed to be first trimester, right?
Yep,
right.
yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let it slide.
But she did have a little bump, so maybe
she had a little bitty.
I can't see the little bump in there. She looks
Yeah.
flat
No,
stomach
she's
to me.
also
That's just
facing
me.
kind of like away, but
It's like an awkward.
Well, yeah, it's the heroine have to show off my butt pose.
She's trying to hide the baby from Tony.
Yes, got it. He was creepy. Oh my gosh, he was like getting really kind of insane, like towards the end there, where he was just like you don't even live there, you live with me, and you blah blah blah. I was like, that's not your apartment, it's not your. I was like, oh my gosh, you're super crazy. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Serial killer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was nuts. And then when he was like, wanted to like see the baby and like touch
Let me
her,
feel
I'm
the
just
bump.
like, I was like, ew,
Yeah.
don't.
I was like, bleach it,
Go
bleach it.
away.
Mm.
Go away. I felt so bad. Again, we're skipping to the end. I felt so bad. She got sprayed in the face with pepper spray, even though her sister was trying to help her. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, at that
She
point,
didn't hold it against her.
I know. She's like, we got to get out of here. Thank you.
I couldn't get you without getting him. That's fine. Get him first, and then if I get a little bit side splash, it's fine. I'll deal with
Like,
it.
I literally could not like get him without getting you. And she's like, it's fine, as she can't even see. It's like, you poor thing. But yeah, so
I was super nervous.
she's on the run.
Oh.
Preggers.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
our rule to start at the end. Right, correct.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Pretty much.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to start at the very end, that proposal is so cute.
Oh
Sorry.
gosh, yes. When he was
That's
like,
the
"This
very
is my
end.
mama's ring," and I'm just like, "Oh my God, stop!"
Oh, right.
I know the backstory there. It was just like, that's too, like, this hits home for me. And I was like, it does hit home for you, doesn't it? Because your mom was abused and you loved her so much. Oh, it got me.
Yeah,
It's gonna get me in when it's in the next book too.
Hi, Vina.
Hi, Vina.
I just got done watching your video actually. Before
I still have
hopped
to
on
watch
here.
it. Don't hate me.
I'm so
No.
behind on BookTube. Everyone must hate me, right?
Everyone's like, "What happened to Aaron?"
Yeah.
You guys are writing, okay? You have a lot on your plate right now, okay?
November is
I'll take it.
slowly kicking my
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, did anyone like the first time they went to the police station just be like on the lookout? Which one of you is going to be Tony? Like, how is he getting in here?
Yeah.
But they brought him in. And I'm
Whoever
like,
he paid off.
yeah.
I was like, can we just not visit the police station? Like, just
Yeah,
ever?
no
Can we just
kidding.
not do that? And it
I have
happened.
a pop-up
It
police
happened.
station.
She was right outside the police station. And he drives right up and be like, "Hey, I got your sister."
Every single
And then
time.
I'm like, oh my God. After Cruz was literally like, I can't leave her alone. I shouldn't leave her alone because of what happened in the hospital. He leaves her alone.
And then someone gets stabbed, and then she tries to get kidnapped. Well, she doesn't try to get kidnapped. She gets almost kidnapped. Woo! I didn't want her to go to the police station either.
The police station is the least safe space in this town. I'm just putting it out
Honestly,
there.
I thought the hospital scene was worse
That was
pretty scary.
than the end scene. They were
Mhm.
both pretty bad, but the hospital scene was.
Oh, that
But
got
she
me
was
really
she was
nervous.
fighting back. She dropped, like she said, like she dropped
Dead weight.
herself like it was like 150-pound bag of potatoes. I'm like, good, make it hard. Let Cruz catch up because he was running. He was like,
He's booking it. Yeah, he had the whole leg, arm. He was Dylan O'Brien in Maze Runner. He was booking it. Those things were turning. He had little time to go.
he was trying.
Oh my God. And then when Rex, I was so nervous when they were like, oh, you might want to stay there because something's going to happen. I was like, what's going to happen? Who's going to be there? I was like, we haven't heard from the sister in a long time. Like, I'm real concerned about her at this point.
Yeah, with Rex, like he actually like came to Cruz and he wanted to help, and I was like, okay, please don't A, betray us, B, die. Like, let's not do that, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, she poor thing. And if it's the one thing that could like kick her ex's like insanity up a notch to make him even more dangerous is like finding out that she was pregnant. Because I feel like after he broke into her apartment and stole her tin, like that had the ultrasound photo in there, that had her money in there. I felt like that's when he started getting like really reckless and like killing people and kidnapping people. So I was just like,
yeah,
she's even in more danger.
Yeah. I like in my mind, and I went, maybe this is the dirty part of my mind that was like, I need you two to bang so hard. I was like, he's gonna find out where they're hidden, and they're gonna be like doing it on the couch or something, and he's gonna be like, see it happen, and then like snap, and then that was like my whole thought, like it was gonna go down like that, and I know that it didn't, but in my mind, like I was just like, oh my god, like what would just like completely just flip him off his rocker. And I'm like, if he thought someone else was with that lady, and technically he did think that, because when he was kidnapping her, like, how dare you sleep with this guy? And I was like, rude that she would do that. And I'm like sitting over here cheerleading, like, do it.
Well, he was just like, he's like, you're driving this big truck around, like that's not a woman vehicle. And I was like, excuse me, I drive a 1-ton dually, thank you. Like,
that's a generational thing, though. I feel like
that's true.
I don't
like car thing is a generational thing.
So he was already very jealous. He was already.
I hate the privileged rich dick. They always think that they can get away with everything, and it always comes back to freaking Sandra Brown in that damn book you made me read.
Which one? She's got like 100.
Yeah.
Breath of
Scandal. Don't ever read it. Burn any copy that you find of that. Anyways, but yeah, like they get away with every bad deed, and I'm just like, if they don't find a way to nail his ass so hard to the floor, I'm gonna be pissed. So good job, Julie. You nailed his ass to the floor. I'm proud of you there. But yeah, I just I hate
it's
those.
so funny because like Tony, the ex, his family does have money, but it's like they own outdoor shops. It's not like he's not like like a politician, like old family, like blue blood money or something like that. It's like they own like outdoor shops. Like I don't understand. Like how did you make so much money doing that?
I also wonder if like they didn't go into it, but I wonder if there was like a backdrop of like organized crime.
Maybe
like
the parents were always like ready to defend.
It was sounding like the parents were dirty somehow.
Yeah.
Didn't Knox go over to his parents' house and the wife or his mother was just like, I'm gonna report you to my husband, or like, and he's like, you own outdoor shops, like what are you talking about? Report me to who?
Oh gosh.
Some of the dialogue reminded me of like Godfather-esque language. So I was like, maybe.
Was so funny.
With the outdoorsy thing.
He's with this rich, jerk. And I was like, oh, he's probably in like the mafia or something. And he was like, no, he like they own sporting goods stores.
I was sure that someone was going to get like a bow and arrow to the chest, or that there was going to be like a sniper at some point. Like I went hard on this. I was like, he owns like all these guns. He's going to be like sitting out there, like sitting on the couch, and then someone's going to get shot. So like I was always worried when they were at the house. I'm like, you guys aren't protected. Like you don't have the right security system. Someone needs to have some bulletproof windows. We're talking about going to the cabin that's got no Wi-Fi, or it does have
bad self-perception.
Bad self. So I just, my mind went to bad places.
And it makes you wonder if they were customers of the trafficking.
Oh my god, they probably were in that creepy warehouse.
It's all coming together.
I still want the EMT story though.
I know.
Right. Yeah.
Seriously.
Every time we meet Isaac, I'm just like, I love you so much.
I know. It's like,
I was really hoping that Isaac would just look at Kayla when she was like, like drugged up, like going to the hospital. I was like, oh yeah, they could have like some sort of moment and they could like, be together. That would be nice.
Through the next books. Oh my gosh. Julie can still write it. I don't know how far done you are with 5 and 6, Julie, but just kind of like slowly peek that in there. A love story with a love story.
Who's the 6th book about?
I don't know. I only looked at book 5.
Because that's the one that was important to you.
That's got my boo in there.
All right, I got my name in the acknowledgments, and then I was done. I put it on the shelf.
All right, let's see if we can figure it out.
Okay.
I think she told us in another live too.
She
who the next ones were going to be.
I'm my memory.
Why does it say there's only 3 books? Lies. There's 4.
There's 3 out.
Stupid.
There's 3. No,
this is the 4th one.
4.
But you can pre-order.
So yeah, you can get
Cousin
them
Nash
early on the Harlequin website.
Nash. Who's Nash? We haven't even met this guy. What about Isaac, Julie? What about Isaac?
You're giving cousin that we haven't even met, Nash, a book and not Isaac.
He's probably going to be really important in the next book because this is where we met Knox. I wanted to reread all of the ones behind me and being like, okay, which one of you has Knox? Where's the first mention of him?
I think it's in the first one.
I thought so too.
Just in like passing though. He's not like in a scene.
Oh.
Yeah, I hadn't remembered Knox mentioned from any of the previous books.
I think he's perfect. I don't mean to be biased or anything.
Yes.
But
Nicole's still like stuck on Nash.
when Isaac was a no-go, I had to call in a cousin.
Oh,
Why
no.
was Isaac a no-go?
Oh no, why is Isaac a no-go? That makes me so
What is
nervous for the next
happening?
book.
So paramedic not exciting enough? Is
He's
that
my favorite.
That might be also true. It might be hard to do a paramedic versus like military law enforcement.
He does his
Or could
best.
you do like a
Okay.
little story? Or like a short story that goes in between, like a 0.5 of one of the.
Oh yeah. Well, does Harlequin do novellas ever?
They do bind ups, but never like novellas, so to speak.
It was
Oh, no.
not right.
Rude.
Yeah.
I feel attacked right now.
Aaron, they love you
Oh.
right now over at Harlequin. Maybe you just put something out there. I know you did it in your video, but
Right.
just blast them. We got to create a hashtag like need more kitty couture. So we'll keep going at crooked
All right.
lanes for that
Yeah,
one.
we'll just
and then
start a whole hashtag campaign. We'll get it going.
Oh,
Yeah.
hashtag campaign. I'm just gonna pretend in my mind that he was the EMT that worked on Kayla and they are in love now. Okay, thanks. Do any of them have audiobooks?
I don't think these ones do. Wasn't Impact Zone the first?
Yes, I think you're
audiobook?
right.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
did that whole
Bind up of
Series.
the whole.
Traverse
yeah,
City,
the Traverse
but none
City.
of these, no.
Mhm.
Can I just tell you how much I have loved that these weren't audiobooks or available that way so that I could just like sit and physically read. I haven't done that in so long. Like Charles has inspired me. When he said that he knocked everything down to 1.75, I was like, I need to sit and read. I need to read a physical book, slow down, get some chamomile tea at the end of the night. I hate chamomile tea, but I'll drink it now.
I hate chamomile.
Well, 'cause someone
Chamomile.
gifted me chamomile tea. It was a lemon honey, and I'm like, ugh, I'll just drink this and like choke it down. The first one, I was like, this tastes like grass and it's gross. And the second time, I'm like, this is
Tastes like
actually kind of
grass.
soothing.
What about peppermint? Like a peppermint tea.
I love mint is my favorite type of tea. Sorry, next to Earl Grey, but you can
Earl
never
Grey's
go
my
wrong
favorite.
with a mint tea. And now that I found that you could have peppermint schnapps in a mint tea, it like blows your mind.
I feel like that's so much mint.
It is pretty minty, so you don't have to put a lot of schnapps in there.
I read a book at 1.25 the other day,
Oh,
first time in
man.
forever. Nice.
Yeah. I'm all for enjoying the books you read, taking
Yeah,
your time with them.
and
I'm in
feel
the
like-
middle of 7 right now. I just want to. I want to finish something. It's
Like, you're like, please,
I
oh
want
my
to be
God.
done.
Oh,
They're all
man.
big ones too. I'm like, I just want to be done with one.
But yeah, I
It
feel
feels
like
so
with
satisfying when you finally do finish one.
yeah, with my
I mean, they're
audiobook,
all
just
good.
read
It's
so
just
fast.
taking me a lot longer to get through them.
Yeah. So thanks for putting me on your ARC team, Julie, because you forced me to sit down and read without an audiobook. And that has been glorious because I feel like I do retain a lot of that information. And I also have 5 days to get my reviews up. So I'm going to get on that right now after this.
Yeah, I should probably do that. I should probably
Usually I've
start
already
it.
had it done by now, but I wanted to wait until after our other live. And then,
Oh, for 7 Deadly Sequins.
yeah, because it was hard to keep thoughts to myself. I'm going to be real with you guys.
I know. I know.
55 hours.
What
Oh,
epic
wow.
fantasy is this? Is it a Sanderson? Is it the Wheel of Time?
Yeah, Wheel of Time.
Or George R.R. Martin. He's like,
There you go. Yeah.
I get all the audiobooks to help with like names and stuff, and 44 hours. I'm like,
It's
how?
so much time. Do you know how many romances that is? You know how many romances I
know.
could read in a span?
Springer, yeah.
Like Game of
I'm
Thrones,
still in
yeah.
the middle of Game of Thrones because I'm
Knew it.
enjoying it. It's just taking me forever.
I knew it was
I-
a Sanderson.
My friend is Nicole knows about this, and thank God that Vera doesn't watch this because she is a huge fan of 50 Shades of Grey. So I've just kind of taken it upon myself. I'll read the books once and get it out there. Freed from Christian's Perspective. Anyone want to take a guess at how long that book is?
What is it, 600 pages?
I think it's 800.
That's obnoxiously
What?
It is a
long.
27
250 pages, the
It is
original one.
Yeah, a 27-hour audiobook.
What the hell?
27 hours. At 3 speed, I finished it in 9 hours. I, at one point, was like, if I could put this up to 4, I've read it at 3 speed so long, I could magically hear 4 speed. And I wanted it so bad so that I could finish it and then throw it across the room because I was like, I fucking hate this book. It's so annoying. 27 hours, guys.
That's a waste of an audiobook credit.
Like, she
God.
literally
Yeah.
told me like she had started it like in June or July, and I'm just like, oh my
June.
god, give up, give up.
I finally finished it in October. Well, I was trying to read it at first because I was like, it can't be that bad. And then it was like, you have 16 hours left in this book. And I was like, that's got to be a straight up lie. And then I get the audiobook from the library because I wasn't going to waste a credit, Alicia.
I was going to say, please don't.
And it came in, I was like 27. I was like, there's no way I would have finished this by the end of the year. That was my goal, to finish it by the end of the year. I was like, I need to get this off of my list. Like, it's making me hate reading. So I just wanted to say that.
Vina, no, I have not started it yet, but I want to. I think I can't remember the title right now off the top of my head,
What
but I think
series
I
is that?
saved it in my bookmarks on Twitter. I can't remember the title. I told you guys, Vina, help me. My memory.
Yeah, I know. I and Nicole told me too.
Just
She's like,
recover.
just stop, because I think I rage texted you at one point. I'm like,
Give
it's
up.
still 9 hours remaining.
I told her, I was like, give up.
You'll
Stop.
never get those 9 hours back.
You'll never get that time back.
I was doing crafts and stuff, so it's like it gave me something to do. But I like in my mind, I was thinking a 27-hour audiobook. I could read 3 other books in that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. Just
Yeah.
saying. So I'll hold that against her for the rest of her life. I will put that against her.
I will. Okay. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Vina. I'm actually going to write it down in my little here because this is
Has
where I
anyone
put
else's Amazon been going like super slow lately?
My little book.
super slow. What do you mean?
Yeah, like I try to type something into it and it doesn't load everything and it's the worst.
It's happening to me too. I wonder if it's the website.
Thank you. Because I was like super pissed. I was trying to add something to my list the other day and I was clicking on it like 7 times and it didn't do anything. And I was like, I'm going to beat you into submission.
And now you have 7 of them in your cart.
and
It's a word.
and now there's so many. It's hard to nearly impossible for a completionist to not finish a book. Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
more power to you, but
I've only DNF'd about 5.
I think that's,
They were killing me.
I'm on the same page with you, Alicia. I think Cloud Atlas was 1.
Oh God.
like 5 books in your entire life or 5 books this year?
5
my
books
entire
in the
life.
past 3 years.
Okay, that's
Because
fair.
I feel like I have to finish.
But it's mostly like I hate to be that person, but it's mostly the hype books. Like
Oh,
all
is
I'm
it?
like, I don't ever want to put that I DNF'd something because people are gonna be like, what?
Like, why
Yeah,
didn't
I think
you
that was
love
my
this
problem.
book?
Like
After
the Lost
10 hours, I was
Apothecary
done
was a
with that
DNF.
book.
I get annoyed when it's more than 10 too, like seriously. I'm like, how is this so long? Why? But yeah,
I got an offer for Empire the Vampire because I had it. I recommended it to the digital library and it came in at like 25 hours. And I'm like, no, deliver later. I don't have time for you. I don't want to do that right now.
It's got to be characters that you absolutely love and don't mind just like hanging out with them for their life. Like that's the only reason books should be that long.
Julie, you are the exception. If you wrote a 1,000-page novel and it was a 50,000-hour audiobook, I would read it. I would read it twice in a row. It would be amazing. But there are some people that just, I want to like stab them because it just doesn't end. That's just my thoughts there. Just throw that
I
out
just
there.
want to know like how much these editors that aren't really editing books are getting paid.
I'm gonna
that
get
aren't really
Nicole-
editing books.
Well, because they're like, if I'm sorry, if it's over like 1,500 pages and it's a book, like, come on. Like, coming from an editing background, like, that's defeats the purpose.
I'm looking directly at Diana Gabaldon in that sentence.
Yeah. What they needed is they didn't need like an editor. They needed someone to trim the fat. They're like, just get this out. This whole sentence. Just get this out. This chapter. You don't even need it actually.
And the repeating. Like, how many times can you say the same sentence 10 times?
Some people will try. Some people will try to say the same sentence 100 times, and I'm just like, I get it. Yeah. Move on.
Yeah, I mean, how many times did Bella have to weigh? You know, her choices. You know, it's
apparently like right up to the end there. Right up to the end there. Julie's on it. She's gonna be writing that book there.
I mean, I feel like Julie's gonna just make it the best one. If you just take us through like the day-to-day life of any of your cozies, like I'm there for it. Put all of the cozies in one book. That's how you do it, Julie. 55,000 hours. Combine all of your novels. I want the Winchesters. I want Grady Hayes. I want Denver in there. Let's get some Kitty Couture. They went on a vacation. They're all on a road trip around the U.S. Oh, around the world, even better. There you go, Julie. I started it for you.
We all went on vacation together.
And then murders are happening all over the world, and because they're law enforcement, they have to find out. And because the women just need to be amateur sleuths, they need to help figure it out. That causes problems. And then some people are getting kidnapped and they're going off in different directions. It's going to be glorious. I'm so excited.
It could be like one of those like getaway, like fake murder mystery things, but an actual murder happens and all the couples are there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're always so much fun.
That would be, oh my God, someone do that for Patreon, Julie. Like, put them all in. Aaron, that's genius. And it's all supposed to be a murder mystery, and they're having dinner with all of the couples there, and then there's an actual murder. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be like Murder on the Orient Express, except for all of Julie's couples.
I'm so excited right now, and it's not even a thing.
It's annoying when a book is so long and you still know basically nothing about the main character or like anything that's been happening.
Same. I actually was listening to an audiobook and I probably couldn't have told you the main character, and I was 90% of the book into it, 90% into the book. Yeah. Which is why I now enjoy stopping a little bit and reading physically, because I feel like I pick up on some things, like the names.
I also have a hard time if all the names sound similar.
I mean, not to me, you guys. I'm not saying that would happen.
I think I've had too much coffee in the afternoon, guys. I'm gonna need that chamomile tea.
She got super excited there. She was like, it was just a stream of consciousness, like verbal. Just like you could just see it, like as it entered her brain, she just.
It made me think of that little kid that has like the cotton candy that eats it, and it's like really excited for a second, and it's like, yay! It felt like that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I couldn't describe it, that was exactly how it happened.
I love that.
I was first excited about a little treat, and then it really hit me hard. And let's tangent back to the book now that we've talked about literally everything else.
Literally every other book that Julie has written. Okay.
We got a lot of them in there.
We did. Okay, so this is when obviously her apartment is compromised and Cruz keeps saying like, come home with me. I was like, can you stop saying that phrase specifically, because it's doing something to my insides. It's like, come home with me. Why don't you come home with me? For me, it has a different connotation.
She probably didn't need new ideas, but we're always happy to help.
She didn't need any more. She's like, my plate is full, guys.
This is for 2023.
My plate is full.
I felt really bad for the landlord. I also really wanted to know whether he was trying to defend her or if he just like stabbed. I mean, it could have been anything, honestly, at that point. He was just...
the victims in these books are the nicest people, right? The kindest people around.
Like the guy who like her landlord didn't took cash, wasn't going to do a background check. Obviously, he could tell that she was running from something and he wanted to protect her. because he's like this nice little old man. And then her doctor, who also knew she was on the run,
went Chucky on him.
And then like it's like, okay, you can come in and have care. Like I won't charge you, or you can pay cash. And I was just like, oh my god, so freaking nice. And yeah, got stabbed for her trouble.
And her, I forget if it's her boss or her coworker.
Oh yeah,
The
her
one that he actually like
coworker.
puts over the head. Yeah.
Her coworker Heather.
Yeah, I know. When I saw Heather in the chat, I was like, Heather, I hope it wasn't after you.
She like this guy literally went after everybody she had ever met, and like leaving the notes for her, like how many more people have to get hurt. I'm like, okay,
The
none.
thing through
Like
the hand,
I
I was like, that is messed
oh,
up,
that's through
mister.
the hand, yeah.
So
And he was like,
gross.
wasn't he working like in an automotive shop? So you kind of need your hands. Like that was his new job. He was so excited about it, like to get kind of clean and
On
get
the
off
right
the
track.
streets. And I'm just like, that's messed up. But it didn't do any permanent damage. They said, I thought. So
Did anyone else like randomly throughout the story remember Heather and then know that she was part of the animal hospital area and then wonder like what's happening to the animals? Because if these two workers
Nobody's
were the
working.
only two workers, I was like, is it open? Is someone taking care of the cats and dogs? Like, do they need a volunteer?
I don't think I've had a character named after me. Oh, there you go. And you did live. Yes. How about a cruise? Yeah, a cruise.
Yeah.
A murder cruise.
Yes. Stuck out at sea.
Oh my gosh.
Like an updated Murder, She Wrote episode or something.
That would be awesome.
That would be great.
That's cryptic.
I know. Well, and then what
Is
she
that
posted
towards
on,
anybody specific?
posted on Facebook about how there's double murders in books, and reading this book, knowing that the next book is going to have me as a character in it, I was just like, I don't know if I want to be in these books anymore. Like, I'm scared now.
You're going to be so scared for your kid's life.
I was like, am I pregnant in this book? Do I have the baby? I couldn't remember what she told me. I think I have a kid.
Are you pregnant? Is Jen in her book? Is she pregnant, or does she have a baby?
I have the baby. I just don't know how old the baby is.
We're gonna wait.
I think I know the name of the kid too, but I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. So I'm just like, I'm gonna keep it to myself and feel superior here.
Superior.
You four stay after the live. I'll tell you what I know.
Got it.
I was like, we could also read the synopsis. I'm pretty sure in the synopsis it's going to tell us. Yes, I did screenshot it because I sent it to like 17 people. I'm like, my book.
You messaged our group and just like, you can buy my book now. It's on sale.
I did. I had someone at work and she's like, do I have to read the others in the series? I'm like, nope, you could just read mine, but the others are really good too. So, I mean, we might have gotten someone. Oh my God, I barely survived coming face to face with a gunman, guys.
Oh.
I have an infant son. Okay. I know his name, but I'm not going to tell you because it's not in here. Oh, but it is not.
I have a baby. And I told Jen, I was like, after we read this book, from now on, I'm just going to ask you how your husband and kid is. So that's just going to be a thing that I'm going to do.
Oh, it's going to be lovely.
How's the family?
Yeah, they're doing good so far. I mean, I don't know yet.
Babies in danger. Yes.
Yeah.
What? Okay. So then I started to think about this because in this one, thank you so much, Heather. I honestly bought an extra copy of this book and I'm going to hand it to my parents being like, here's your grandchild.
Here's your
That's great.
You gotta film the reaction.
Put a little baby hat on it. Get little booties to go with it. Oh my
It's like in a onesie.
For booties.
Okay, I'm going to do it anyways. It has to happen.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
I was going to say something and now I totally just... What were we talking about?
Good. Putting this book in a onesie and
upping the stakes. Nope, upping the stakes. So in this book, I was trying to think about it. What is worse? Having a book where she's had the baby or with just the pregnant mother? Because I don't know, like, if I was extra stressed in this book or with the baby. I was just like...
Yeah, it's different things, I'd say. Like in Protecting His Witness, they had to, like... Blaze had to grab Maisie and like jump over a car or something like that, and they tumbled on the ground. It was like, oh my god. But
Didn't
then
they
like
almost get hit
in
by a car
Kentucky Crime
and, like-
Ring, was that Alicia?
Didn't they almost get hit by a car in that one?
Yeah, yeah, they had to like jump over some parked cars to keep from
Yeah.
getting hit. Yeah. But then like in Kentucky Crime Ring, like the baby's there and you
Had to
know,
be
like,
left.
you can't keep a baby quiet if they're gonna cry and stuff. And so it's just
Right.
Very
Like,
stressful.
the baby
so
had
many,
to be
so
left.
many different things.
They pointed a gun at the baby like 17 times. So yeah, it's very stressful. Just all
Babies
around.
do up the ante. It's just as unborn or not. But I was trying to think about that earlier. I was like, I don't know which one's worse. I'm like, maybe it's the one that I'm currently reading, just because I'm really stressed out right now. And then in the book, they were talking about how stress is not good for a baby, and I'm like, I should never get pregnant. My anxiety is always like sky high.
Super.
I went to the doctor the other day and I blew my blood pressure test. I thought I was probably.
Why? Do you just have white coat syndrome?
Yeah.
I do. Well, because the first one was like 154 over something.
154?
I was nervous.
Oh my god.
No. Hold on, it gets
Jeez.
better. She's like, okay, well, we'll come back and we'll do 10 minutes. You know, we'll give you a moment to like settle. She's doing absolutely fine. When she was out of the room, the second that door opened, I was like, I'm gonna fail again. I already feel it. She took it again, and I go, did I do any better? And she goes, no. And when I looked at the paperwork later, it was 169. I'm like, how am I alive? I was so nervous.
I
How
would be
was
more
your
worried if
bottom
you were,
number?
like,
Like the
200.
bottom number?
Oh, I don't know. It was like 100. I
Ugh.
don't know how to read any
100?
of those. What is the bottom number? I don't know.
The bottom number is the pressure in your heart when it's
Yeah.
at rest. Or when it's not, like, you know.
But I've been taking it here at home so that now I know it's at a much more normal level when I'm not like in this. I don't know. Whew. Anyways,
The last time I went to the doctor, my blood pressure was like absolutely normal. It was like 120 over 80, like just perfect.
oh, that's what it was this morning when I took it, and I hadn't even had coffee, which I think elevates it just
I
a
would
little.
kill for that.
That's
But I
actually a
just
little
let that
high
in my
for me.
family,
Mine's
so.
typically like 115, 117.
Oh man.
I
I
mean,
was thinking the same thing. Like all of the babies have been pretty small. Like, ooh, someone
Mhm.
get a toddler in there, but also don't, because I don't know if I
Yeah.
could survive that.
Yeah, Heather's comment here is just perfect with it. Like, I love my kids, but toddlers are the worst. They're just,
You tell them quiet.
yeah, they can wander off.
Yeah, easily.
Fast too, faster than anyone ever gives them credit for.
Didn't that happen? Not one of these books. It was, I think it was either Garrett Valley or Cade County, where the baby, they were in a library and the baby like crawled off and someone took the baby. Did that happen? Or like it was crawling,
Yes.
like almost crawled into the street.
Deadly cover up.
Was it Deadly Cover Up?
I think so.
Oh, I was so worried.
Yeah, one of them was. I think given
This
an
one.
impact zone, the baby
Oh, I think you're right. I think yeah.
was toddler-ish. I have a cat too. It's okay. Oh, we got another cat person. Yes. Sorry.
Being overrun. Okay. Okay, so when they were talking about how it was Cruz was talking about how like he shouldn't be taking, like they've been seen in the Jeep like multiple times, so it's like they wanted to get another mode of transportation. And he's like, how do you feel about taking my motorcycle? And I'm just like, actually, that's a terrible idea, because you were literally just thinking how she wasn't safe enough because your Jeep didn't have doors, and you're literally going to put this poor pregnant lady on your motorcycle. Like, what if you get like hit by a car? I'm just thinking about how like one of our love interests like got T-boned in their car, and I was like, what if they try to T-bone you but you're on a motorcycle? I was spiraling. I was like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about motorcycles? Like, that's a terrible idea, Cruz. What are you thinking?
My bad mind went to the Madison Faye book though, where he was a biker and they put her on the front. Like I was waiting for that moment, being like, come on, do it. But I was like,
She has like an orgasm on the motorcycle because of the engine.
She was already turned on by him, okay?
He was super turned on.
Oh. But yeah, those two. Oof. Come on. But I was nervous as well because it was at that point, and I know it was chapter 14 because I highlighted it. I was like, there's nothing directly that has happened to Gina specifically. Like usually in a lot of these intrigues, there's some sort of like danger. They almost get kidnapped. Something happens with the baby. So everything was happening to people around her. And I was just like, oh my God, like it's been too long since something has happened to you. So I was Nicole, I was in the same boat with you. I was like, something's going to happen in the car. Like they're going to get run off the road. She's not going to be protected. Something's going to happen. Ooh, I spiraled with you. Yeah. Sorry.
I just didn't think it was a good idea.
The only reason I wanted it to happen was for a reason that can't happen in this book. So
And she was super excited. She's like, every part of her squealed with joy. I'm like, what?
And wasn't it like 4 pages before she was just throwing up from morning sickness or something? I'm like, that would make me want to
I feel
throw
like
up.
she was always throwing up just because, like, obviously she's
Anxiety.
pregnant, but then
Yeah.
anxiety. Yeah, I feel like she was
oh,
always.
I
Like, that's not a smart idea if you're throwing up so much to get on a bike.
Melissa Foster, that name rings a bell, but no, I have not. Whiskey Brothers.
I think of Lori Foster, but I'm gonna have to look
Oh,
up who
yes.
Melissa Foster lady.
That is what I'm thinking.
Whiskey
Foster.
series. Hey.
Okay, next post-it note.
The
Okay, so
Scottish
this is
billionaire. Oh my God. Is that
this
it?
is Jen. Contain yourself.
Spiraling.
It's a man with tattoos.
Okay. This was in the hospital. She's getting checked out by the ER doc because she was literally just tried to like dragged out of the hospital. And the doctor was talking to Cruz and he said, she and your baby are going to be just fine. And neither one of them corrected him. I'm like, I was freaking out. I was like, waiting for like one of them to be like, oh, it's not his baby or we're not together. And I'm just like, it never happened. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing here.
They
playing with my
Rule
emotions.
3.
These two were super cute during this whole book. Like they were like hugging and holding each other by like chapter 5. You know,
Yes.
It's like oh, it was so adorable all the way through.
Yes.
I think I like my one post-it note where, yeah, it was just like he's like walking in from like taking a shower and he was on the phone and she like just pats the seat cushion next to her and he just kind of like slides right in. I'm just like, so cozy already.
Like they were together for like 3 years prior to this.
I know.
Yeah.
They don't even have to talk.
So cute.
I love the first time he saw her. He's like, the only thing that would like have done me in is if she was a brunette, and I was like, just you wait, sir.
I
you
know.
Jessica Rabbit.
Like, that's a wig.
I was like, geez.
Gina was pretty resourceful. She's been on the run, you know, holding her own, even though it's got to be very stressful.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wishful thinking on their part. And I think it was earlier than chapter 5. Yeah. And he even said, like, Cruz was like not much of a hugger, but like he was for her. Like he literally said that. He's like, I'm a hugger for you. And I'm like,
because she said that she was a hugger and that she hadn't hugged. Wait, am I mixing up books that she hadn't hugged someone in a year? I'm mixing up books.
That was the last one. Yeah.
My bad. Okay, keep going.
But she'd been away from her family for 2 months and she's from a family of huggers, right?
yeah.
Oh my gosh, when he like destroyed all of the family heirlooms, I was like, what a dick. Like out of all the things that you're going to destroy are the things that are irreplaceable. That's messed up, sir.
That's what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to do.
I wasn't okay with
like,
it. I was mad at him.
Those are dishes that they brought over from Italy. It was my grandmother's. I was like, oh, that's so fucked up.
Like, you can't even super glue that together. It's gone.
No, it's gone. Irreplaceable. Again, like, yeah, she's taken outside the police station. I'm like, again?
In the police defense, the police station's defense this time, it was outside the police station.
And it wasn't the West Liberty police station.
Yes. It was the town over.
Yeah.
Okay, we've learned not to trust police stations at this point. Like, just don't go in. Just don't. Just give your statement at the house or something. Don't go in.
And technically, she willingly went in. Okay, at that, and I honestly, as soon as she like dropped her phone, I was like, "Oh my god! If you do not have the keys somewhere on your persons, I'm gonna be pissed at you." Because I thought the exchange about how he's always tracking his family members because he cares. I was like, "That's so sweet," and also really creepy and weird. But also, I was like, "You better have some sort of keys so that you can be watched."
Yeah.
I know when they pointed that out, it's like there's a tracker like on the keyring. Like he's like, "What are you doing outside this guy's company or something?" He's like, "It's not. It's out front in front of the police station." And he's like, "No, it's not." It's like they're tracking it. I'm like, nice.
I'm like, if this doesn't come back again, Nicole, like your book, if this doesn't come back in some important way, I'm gonna be pissed. So as soon as it came back, I was just like, nice.
At the very end, yes. They left her alone. Yeah, they left her alone because they were like, "Oh, we're gonna pack up this food, and you can take it with you." And he was like, "Here's the keys." He locked the door of the truck. I'll give him that. But yeah, left her alone after he was literally beating himself up for leaving her at the hospital. I was like, you learned nothing until this guy is apprehended. Do not leave her alone. Okay. Last post-it note is the proposal where the engagement ring was his mom's and his voice cracked on the words. I'm okay. I'm
And
okay.
he brought her parents.
Yes. They almost gave it away. He's like, "We wouldn't have missed this." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" It's like literally just lunch. Like, what? And I was like, you cannot keep a secret to save your life. But yeah, it was super, super cute. So yeah, that was Stay Hidden by Julie and Lindsey. 5 stars. Does anybody else have any notes or stuff that we didn't talk about that they want to talk about?
One job. It's true. It's true.
Stay in the truck. You knew she wouldn't have been able to stay in the truck with a gun pointed to her sister's head. Come on.
All drugged up and crazy. They could have had the wedding right then.
I know.
That's
they had it all set up and
honestly, I
everything.
thought they were gonna skip the whole proposal thing and just have a wedding because he picked out a white dress for her.
Oh, I did not even notice that.
Yeah.
That one went over my head.
So I was like, oh, he's just gonna have a wedding, and I would be even more pissed if someone planned a wedding.
Brought me to my wedding, I'm like,
Yeah, that'd be...
That's not okay.
Yeah, I would have been like, I would have said no just to prove a point.
I'm not a big fan of like the public proposals either.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, what if it's a no, but you don't want to say it in front of his parents and your parents and blah blah blah.
Okay, funny story. When my husband proposed to me, we had picked out rings, so it's like it wasn't like a surprise, but I didn't know he was going to do it right then. We were on vacation with his family, but we were alone. Like he took me up on this mountain overlooking Avalon Bay and Catalina Island. Super romantic, right? We had been fighting that day because that's what we do. And he was just like, telling the story, he was just like, yeah, she was arguing with me about stuff. And I'm like, woman, I'm going to propose to you. Shut up. But yeah, it was so funny because he proposed. I said, yes. We went to the boat that we were staying on and they had it all decorated. And I was like, that's super nice. And my mother-in-law at the time, she was like, what if she says no? And you're like decorating the boat. And like he's just gonna like come up on the dinghy. He's gonna be like, take the streamers down. Take the streamers down. Oh goodness. Do you prefer more intrigue in your romantic suspense or more romance? Romance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've read a romantic suspense by.
I haven't either. I have a big stack of them.
They've all been intrigued so far.
Yeah, I love the intrigue. I do want more romance in it though. Like, but it's so good. So it's just like, I don't know if it would take away from it, if it would add to it. I feel like it would do both. I don't know. I'm conflicted.
I would just like some heavy petting. At the very least, please.
On the page.
On page. No toddler, so my heroine wandered off.
Yeah.
Someone's got to wander off. Someone's got to wander. All right. Oh, okay. Hold on. Unless Julian writes it, I doubt I would get into romantic suspense. Too many history politics books.
Like, what's the likelihood, Julie, that they would ask you to write one? Can you offer? If there's an opening,
I don't
for
know.
romantic suspense.
If you're in contract with the intrigue line, can you write for another
I'm sure
line?
she could pitch something to romantic suspense, and
Or like
They
a
would say
crossover
yes.
between intrigue and
Oh.
romantic suspense.
Mhm.
Or do you not want to write the naughty bits, Julie?
Do you not want to write the naughty bit?
I was like, Nicole could write that for you, and you just put it in your own words.
No.
Although, don't do that because Nicole will go too far. I love you, Nicole, but you might get carried away.
I just
Which one?
I just remember oh yeah, which one? Because I remember reading an intrigue with sex on page, and I was very irritated because I'm like, Julie,
Was it the final book in the Impact Zone?
no.
Oh, it was Katie Richards. Is that who that is?
KD Richards? I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Is it
Because I just
Christmas
read the
Data
second
Breach?
one.
Is it that one?
The first one.
No,
Oh
the
my
first
god, what is it
one.
called? It's over there.
It's up there.
Ugh.
I moved my categories. They're way up there. What's the real difference between romantic suspense and romantic intrigue? Okay, so specifically for the intrigue line, it focuses more on the suspense and the murder and focuses less on the romance or the like two love interests. I mean, it's
Nita's
obviously
got it.
in there, but oh yes, it was Pursuit of Truth.
Yeah.
And then romantic suspense space focuses mostly on the romance, and the suspense plot is secondary.
Julie would write the naughty bits. Let's okay, we need
Let's do it.
new hashtag.
Please.
What are we gonna get to get Julie on the romantic suspense line?
I can't for intrigue, maybe for
Mm-hmm.
But what about these intrigue books that have sex on page?
Where are those
I need
coming
answers.
from? How are this? Yeah.
How are those just slipping through the cracks here?
Wasn't the line in Pursuit of the Truth about the condom or something?
What?
I think
maybe
there was a
they
line about he was putting on a condom or something.
There was full on sex on
Pursuit of the
page.
Yeah.
There was full sex on page.
That's why I was like, wait, am I reading the wrong?
I know. I had to look at the cover. I'm like, this is purple, right?
This is purple, right?
And then book 2 is Fade to Black. Maybe they only let her with one. Dang. It's the worst. You can always self-publish. Yeah, you can. I mean, it's just specifically for this line. Some like lines have different rules and stuff that you have to include if you want to write for that line. So if you want to do like a romantic suspense where you want sex on page, don't write for intrigue. Write for the romantic suspense line. I'm reading Alaskan Christmas Escape. Oh,
Just read that one first. I'm so excited.
That would be awesome.
Do it,
Nice.
Julie. Do it.
When is this happening? Because you're doing. I'm gonna hold that because I don't remember which group you posted that little tidbit of knowledge in. So I'm gonna hold that.
Right.
I know.
in.
I'm like.
We might get one of them in the 15 books that come out next year.
When
right?
is this happening? Because I feel like you have a whole nother something else planned next year.
I think she did put that in a regular one, but for anyone in here that wants to follow Julie, she has a Facebook page called Cozy. What is it called? Cozy Queen. What?
Cozy Queen. Yeah, friends, fans, something like that.
I'm
gonna go back to this Alaskan. I think I got this book. I'm gonna write it down. Just don't be on the safe side, though.
I'm coming up with it. Cozy Queens, Julianne Lindsey fans and friends group.
I still want to cozy with sex. Yes. Nicole Reese, her holiday shorts are like a romance and a cozy mystery. They were really, really good. The first one is Chocolate Covered Murder, I think is what it's called. It's like each one is like a different holiday. Hold on, where did
Julie,
that go?
I'm just curious if you've done your list of books that you expect to publish next year. What's the number at? Like, I'm very curious. I don't know if you have that, if you can share that, but
fingers crossed, late 2022
for romantic suspense.
So in no time.
Basically.
So in a year. Got it.
Oh my God. Yes. It might have to go to Pinterest because then we can just like throw it all in there. Oh no, we'll just link Pinterest later. What is the name? What do you have?
Can I just reiterate Patreon, where you can share not suitable for work stuff to your Patreons? Please.
Okay, what we need to think of help.
Look at mail chess all day.
Help think of something punny. Let's think of something punny. Oh wait, hold on.
2022
about
looks
man
like
chess? Is that what we're coming up with a pun for?
Man chess.
4 cozies, 3 romantic. So at
Cozy
least
Queen
8.
Cookbook.
Okay.
Yes, Cozy Queen Cookbook.
I'm excited for it. Okay.
Sorry, not to bring up Melissa Foster again, but speaking of man chess, have you seen her Pinterest page? No, I have not.
I tried to find Julie on Pinterest. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be like creepy and say that, but I have, and I can't find you.
I have tried to find you, and I cannot.
Well, and I thought because it was like an author thing that you shared at one point, so I was like, oh, because it was for the girl that looked like that one person.
I remember you said, you were relaunching that. New covers and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So excited.
Oh, my gosh.
Look,
Look,
Are they all going to come out? Or are they all physically going to come out? Because isn't that the one that has the one that's only ebook?
The second one.
The second book is the one that wasn't the physical copy. I'm like, seriously? You did physical copies for 1 and 3, but not 2?
It never made sense.
I don't know.
I don't like the word final.
Yeah,
it's ending.
Hurt my heart. Oh, speaking of ending.
Hurts my heart.
Oh, it's too far away. Where'd it go? Does anyone remember what the number was last week? Hold on.
Oh, pleading the fish.
Does anybody remember what the... No, I
143?
don't. I can barely remember the characters' names. You want me to remember a number from last week? No.
Did I save it as a favorite?
143, I think.
I think so.
Is it in a spreadsheet somewhere? That's the only way I'll remember.
It's in the 130s now. Because I know that day 100 is like December 19th. Maybe. I'm second guessing myself. Hold on,
Jen
guys.
has one of those chains at home that she cuts off a link every day.
All right. 139 days until pleading the fish. Oh, and I was right. December 19th is day 100. That's when we hit 100 days.
You know what, Vina, you're right.
That's a very good point.
Because I stopped reading Hannah Swenson, book 5. Because Hannah was being an idiot and was about to get punched in the throat.
I feel like some of those cozy mystery series can get too long. Like when you're
that's 20, in like its 20s.
30, like that's so. How many more people can die?
There's gonna be nobody left of this town.
Exactly.
What? Those bastards.
Ooh.
Sorry for the language.
I'm also kind of mad that I haven't gotten a physical copy from Sourcebooks yet.
Julie hasn't even gotten her physical copies yet. Okay, Nicole, wait until at least February.
Just saying, it happened one time where I got a physical copy before Julie did. And I was ready to send her my physical copy. I'm like, here, take it.
Well, they also probably sent it at the same time, and to send one book probably goes a lot faster than to mail out a box of them for her. Because You got one book. Julie probably got like 100. Here's your baby. I don't get any before you. They don't love me.
I didn't get any.
It's Nicole. Nicole gets it from like 4 different places. And I'm just like, what about me? I'm also a co-host.
What about me?
Although I don't have my own channel, so I get it. Okay.
All right.
I
I don't get them either. So
She said, what about me?
I was like, I'll try to work on physically reading. Just send me a couple different books. I'll review for you. I'm getting better at it, I think. I hope.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It's just Nicole. Actually, I guess it's this way. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Oh God.
Oh, goodness graciousness. All right, well, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about?
Yeah, because just think, it'll be 3 weeks from now before we meet again. I know I do. I just don't feel like anyone cares about my thoughts, and really, I don't have very many of them until we get here. I would have to do lives with Nicole. So basically, all we would be doing is going back and forth between Nicole's channel and my channel. So I'm just like, I'm really not good. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yes, Julie, thank you.
Round of applause.
yes.
And for everyone, on Monday, November 15th, you can get your own copy of Feeding the Rab by Julie and Lindsey, which is the 3rd book in the Bonnie and Clyde mystery series. I don't have a physical copy yet, and I don't think I can pull up my art copy with a good picture. Let's get to Goodreads. Let's put a picture up.
But yeah, that's going to be our next meeting. We're going to be off the next 2 weeks. Hope everyone has a good holiday, good safe holiday. If you want to take a screenshot. That's my favorite thing.
But yeah, look, that's the book. How cute! I love Clyde.
I feel
so
like
much.
every
that
single
white
one
bow
was
tie, it's
cuter and
big
cuter.
and fluffy.
Oh, Clyde has been the best.
Loved the ending.
Ooh.
When are we reading the Christmas book? Oh,
15th?
December
15th, I think.
Let's see.
10th or 15th.
Slashing Through the Snow. The 15th
Yeah,
is the
December
live show.
15th. Yeah.
And
December.
that's the 3rd one, so I've got to read. So that's what I have to do in the meantime. Is read the
Catch
first
up on
2
those
Christmas
2.
Tree Farm books. All right. Homework.
Are they
Got
on
it.
the Hoopla?
I think so.
I don't know. My libraries out here don't do Hoopla, so
Oh.
I think
I'll have to check
Audible might
Clyde
have
out.
it included the first.
The first 2, yeah, are included if you have
Oh.
Audible Plus.
Maybe.
Or you can
Oh.
restart your. Yeah.
That's nice.
I did renew Audible.
Nicole.
I don't know.
If you're part of the
Jen-
plus, if
Has
you're
Jen
part of the
made you
plus
buy
catalog,
those
that comes
other
with
books?
it.
He returned them, okay? Enough of this. Enough of this.
I did return them, but it's funny. They sent me an email. They're like, "Oh, check out this Carrie Maniscalco book." It's
like, no.
Your algorithm's off.
Like, I just returned this book. What are you doing?
Oh, too funny.
And also, if you guys are following the Uncle Rick read along, which I do with Bree, we are talking about the Dark Prophecy on Tuesday, the 16th on Bree's channel. Okay, and also another thing, late night special. We're not having one in November. Nicole, I can't do it. I can't. Nicole doesn't have time.
It's the writing month. Everyone is allowed a writing break.
It's just I was trying to make it happen. I do not have a weekend where I can do a late night special.
I'll just have to read Stuff Me Like a Turkey on my own. So
we can buddy read it, Aaron.
Is that really? Oh my god!
Yes, I went to the deep end of Thanksgiving erotica. It was a journey. But our next late night special discussion is going to be on December 12th, which is a Sunday, and it's paddled by Krampus by Harley LaRue. Yay! You're caught up.
And Jen's going to be there. She's going to be excited.
So let me tell you
Jen's
something.
going to be there. Jen's going to be excited. She's going to be a team player.
I'm probably going to hate it. And I'm going to rage read it because I don't have an interest in it. But I did get an email that said that you could get Kindle Unlimited for $4.99 for 4 months. And that's why I said,
$4.99.
All right, I'm going to have to do this. And now I'm going to have to eat my words and just read this stupid book. So I'm in it to hate it, but let's do it.
What I thought. That's what I thought. Yes, December is only a few weeks away.
I'm not ready. I'm not even ready for Christmas. Oof.
I have
They
to start
added the
mailing
audio.
everything out. Everybody lives so far away. I have to start mailing everything out next week.
The audio for what, Vina?
I wonder if we're talking about the.
I think it's the Christmas Tree Farm.
The Christmas Tree Farm.
Books.
Yeah,
The
because she said,
third
"Ooh, they're
one?
on Hoopla." They added the audio.
Oh, okay, got it.
I think
Thank
it's
you.
combined. Yeah.
Got it. This is got it. Okay. Understood. Heard. All right, everybody. Well, if that is it, and you're all caught up on all the live streams that are going to be happening, at least in the near future.
Bye, Julie. We love you too.
Hi, Julie.
You're so welcome. Thank you for another 5-star book.
Amazing.
You're amazing. Love you. And on that note, we're going to go too. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Thank you again to everybody who's watching, everybody who caught the replay, and my host. Y'all are great. We'll see you in December. Have a great holiday.